What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what is going on? My name is Nikki, and you should consider subscribing by hitting the MB in the bottom corner or the red subscribe button and join the crew. With that being said, today is a beautiful, joyful, glorious, blessed kind of day, but you already know to do with that. But today, you guys, I wanted to make a quick little video because you know, I recently turned 26 years old, which is young, but also is not that young. So I wanted to make a little video basically to my younger self. And hopefully maybe some of y'all can relate to this. Maybe some of y'all just, I don't really know. This is just some things that I want my younger self to know now that I'm older, wiser, and more mature. No, but in all seriousness, you guys, I was thinking about making this video for a very long time. I wanted to just say a few things to my younger self that maybe you need to hear right now. Maybe your younger self needed to hear it. So that's really it. Without further ado, let's just get into this video. There are like so many, I was thinking about this video, I'm just like, holy crap. There's so many things I wish someone told me when I was growing. Like literally from the age of like 6 years old to like 24 years old, there's so many things I needed to hear within that time frame. And a lot of these things that I'm gonna say to my younger, lovely self are pretty much like high school and above. But even as a little tiny kid, that's the thing. You know what, you guys? Here's the real tea. And this is so damn cliche, and I hate myself for saying this, but you guys need to be the kind of person that you needed as a kid, which sounds like, and like, that's what I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be that person for somebody out there. The first thing that I want my little self to know, not little, like I said, high school, college, because those were very trying times for me. For so long, I always wanted people to tell me things were okay. Like when I had bad anxiety, people telling me I was okay always made it better. I just craved people telling me that I was okay. And as I grew up and I realized like what I needed to hear back then and what I feel in my soul to this day, and I hope this resonates with some of you, like you're going to be okay because you got you. You know what I'm saying? Like I am going to be okay because I am going to take care of myself. I'm gonna be okay because I got me. And it took me a very long time to figure that out. But Lil Nick, you are gonna be okay because you have you. The other thing I want my little self to know is that the secrets are not worth the anxiety. The built up crap that you are dealing with on a daily basis that works you up to the core where you can't open your hands and you go to the ER, and the crap that you are worried about, the stuff you stuff down so damn deep you don't even remember it sometimes, is not worth the anxiety. It's not worth the sleepless nights. It's not worth the tears. It's not worth the suffocation feeling. It's not worth the high heart rate. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth the autoimmune disease you got. It's not worth it. And in the time, I thought I was doing the right thing and keeping everybody happy, but I was like just destroying myself. So all that crap you got going inside of you is not worth the world of unhealthiness that is upon you. Here's something I have very recently discovered, and I am finally in a place where I agree with this wholeheartedly. But my younger self, as in my like 25, 24-year-old self, really needed to freaking grasp this concept that putting yourself first is not a selfish thing. Putting you first in this life is not selfish, because what? It goes back to one, you got you. If you are not in a good place, you are not gonna take care of yourself. You need to be in a good place. You are important. If something is not good for your mental or physical health, do not do it. Taking care of yourself and wanting to put yourself first is not a selfish thing to do. It's a very healthy thing to do. Matter of fact, you need to do it so you can take care of those around you better. You can do your part. You can be a better friend. You can be a better mom. You can be a better dad. You can be a better brother, sister. It doesn't matter, because you're taking care of you. And if you need a day, you need a week, you need a month, you take that. You take that. Don't be guilt tripped into thinking that putting yourself first is a bad thing. So the next thing that my younger self needs to know is that you need to stop dwelling on the negatives of the situation. I am such a negative, like honestly, I don't think people really realize this, maybe through my YouTube videos, because I try to have fun and really show, for the most part, a fun part of my life and who I really bubbly, like I am myself on this YouTube journey, but at the same time, like some really hard crap happens and I don't film that, but I, for a very long time, and you can ask any of my friends pretty much, but I was a negative Nancy. And I still kind of have a little bit of negative Nancy in me, you know, negative Nikki. But it has gotten a lot better. I just think that's growth within myself as a human being and as an adult that it's gotten better. But just don't be so dang negative. And it's hard to do, but I've made a conscious effort to just try to think more positive and push my thoughts more to the future, even though, you know, I need to do a better job of being grateful and thankful and having gratitude for where I am in the present moment. I find my happiness in like my drive for what I want in the future, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I do need to make a more conscious effort of being more present. I find myself thinking about my future and being excited about my future and my goals and what I want way more now than I did before, because when I looked into my future before, all I saw were the bad things that could happen, but like ain't none of that has happened yet. So stop being a negative Nancy, just live your life and be excited for the future of your life. So the next thing I wanted to tell my younger self is that your relationships are your decisions. One more time for the ones in the back. Your relationships are your decisions. Relationships with anybody, I'm talking any kind of relationship. Also, I mean, your relationship with God is yours alone. It is special to you. Because I have a certain relationship with him does not mean that she or he or you are going to have that same relationship. And there is beauty in that because God has a purpose for each and every one of us. And all of our relationships were the same with God. What the heck? Nothing would happen. Like, we'd all be chasing the same thing. Your relationships are your decisions because those relationships are paving the way for the journey that is your life. Nobody else. Don't have relationships with people because you think that's what other people want or you think that's where your life should. No, you get to decide if you pursue them or not. That's it. Little Nikki, do you hear me? Ooh, Crystal Light don't play no games. And the biggest thing that has really hit me hard the last few months and that I wish I knew sooner because I'm starting to allow myself this now, it's okay to be proud of yourself. And like, I might even get emotional just like saying that and really thinking about it because it's okay to go through some hard shit and look back and be like, holy crap, I did that. Like, holy moly, I made it. I used to go through hard things and just be like, okay, like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do, and it's just like, but like now when I go through some things and I make it through the other side, I'm like, you know what? I'm so proud of myself, I freaking did it. And I just wish that I allowed myself to be proud of who I am and be proud of myself a lot sooner. That's a big one for me. That's a very, very, very big one for me. And one that I know I needed to hear a long time ago. To kind of piggyback off that, like as I grow up too, I realize that it's okay to be scared about things. You know, it's not a sign of weakness. It's okay to be scared about things. And it's okay to be uncertain, and it's okay to have those emotions because you know that you got you. So it's okay to feel those things. When I was younger and stuff, I would just push a lot of what I felt down. Like I could say that about just my feelings in general. Like it's okay to have feelings. I went through a lot in high school that I didn't talk to a lot of people about. I went through a lot early in my college career that I didn't talk to people about, and I was going through a lot of emotion, just heightened things that like when you're a teenager and all that kind of stuff, like it's elevated because of hormones and just like where you are in your life. And I had to deal with all of that on my own, and I didn't have anybody to talk to about it. Like it's okay to bring things up in conversation. Like I go to therapy now, and I think that going to therapy doesn't make you weak. I think it's a very necessary thing for a lot of people, and I used to go like once a week. I go like maybe once a month now. I'm a lot better, and I'm so thankful and blessed. I just needed to know that that's not a bad thing, and I just wish that I had what I am right now. So you guys, if this helped you a little bit, I don't know. I really don't know. But I think also I hope it encourages you to maybe be that person for somebody, whether it be a younger sibling, a younger cousin, a friend. Like just be what that person needs. And as you grow up and within yourself, be who your younger self needed. All right, you guys, that's really all I have to say about that before I get too emotional about a lot of things. I'm not trying to cry on this video today. You guys, if you made it to the end of the video, you are the real MVP. You know I love you. Like I always say at the end of every single one of my videos, you guys, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. And always remember to do what sets your heart on fire. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.